Hello, and welcome to my gaming experience. I'm Swordrush, and this is the fantastic game of Hyper Light Drifter. In many regards, this game is very like the original Legend of Zelda games. You're a stranger in a foreign land, given a lot of space to go and explore, and you're given a sword and a series of items and weapons that allow you to combat the enemies, the monsters, and the robots of this land. Did I say robots? Yes. This game is like a sci-fi version of The Legend of Zelda. I've had a lot of fun with playing this game because it involves a lot of skill rather than the regular RPG game where you're leveling up and the longer you play the more in-game experience you get. But in this game, you actually have to get really good at the game to fully enjoy it, which I think kind of makes it hard for some people to get into it. But the aesthetics and the way that the controls interact make this game really, really good. And I just wanted to get to show you guys some of this game. So I'm going to start off and show you that I do indeed have a sword that I can strike with and chop things up with. But I also have a few different guns, like this one. This one is a ray gun that shoots all the way across the screen. Or I have a shotgun, which does a burst. But the shotgun is the most powerful weapon, so I'll be using that the most while I show you guys the rest of this game. But I also wanted to show you that there is no ammo pickup. You don't go and find ammo items around in the game. Instead, when you strike your sword, you get your gun charges slightly, which I felt like was a really interesting mechanic, and it made the game difficult in that you can't always rely all on your weapon, your guns, to be able to do all the long distance shooting that you need to take out enemies before they get to you. You have to get close to enemies. But the other part of this game is that there are some in-game abilities that allow you to move quickly or do some kind of dash attack. So there's my regular dash. I can do a sliding attack, and there's a couple other ones, but right now pretty much I'll only be using that kill dash attack right there. You can see my cute little robot right here. Okay, so this part of the game is a series of arenas where each arena represents a different area of the game, and it shows you each of the monsters that are contained within. So you try to go 10 rounds of killing these enemies without dying. It's very difficult, and it's even more difficult by the fact that right now, if you see in the top left corner of the screen, let me bring it back up. There's 2 green blocks, and those blocks represent larger rectangles, if you see. And those rectangles represent my life total. So I can only take 2 hits before I die. And there are a lot of enemies in these arenas that deal 2 hits of damage each time they attack. So I have to be very careful to dodge them and not get any damage. If you also see right underneath those 2 big green rectangles is a series of 5 pink. They're not all filled in because I used it, but that's how much ammo I have in my guns. It changes depending upon which gun it is. Next to that is a couple of bombs that I'm able to use. I roll them across the ground and they deal a couple damage in a radius. And then after that are healing items, which I can use to re-heal my, the 1 life that I can take each time that I get hit. So let me go on and start into this Arena 4 over here. It has a variety of different enemies, and I'm hoping that I can get a few rounds before I die, because it does take a lot of concentration. So in this one, we'll see some ninjas. So there's the ninja right there. He throws a ninja star at me. I think that they're actually supposed to be frogs, but you can't really tell that they're frogs. There will be other frogs. So that I just use my kill dash to be able to take both of them out at the same time. Kill dash is one of the most useful things in the game, one of the most useful abilities in the game. So after that, there are little plant monsters, and then there'll be big plant monsters, some frogs that have a spread attack. They'll throw a jar up and it'll explode and shoot out 5 little objects, so that can kill me in 1 hit. And I think that's it for this arena. You could see there's the frogs now. but my sword can actually reflect attacks. So I'm using that to kind of block there. And I'm also hitting those ninja stars back at the ninjas, so that makes it really easy for me in some cases. I'm hoping that, let's see, we can see one of the larger plant monsters. They haven't appeared yet, so I'm kind of... Usually I see at least one of them by this point. There we go. And just this one last guy, and then we'll get to the next round. There we go. Okay, so I'm continuing to come back to this corner, mostly because this is the most protected corner. The enemies can't always come up from above me, so they mostly have to come from the side. But I still get... Oh, there's a large plant monster. So you can see I accidentally let myself get hit one time. Oh, okay. So usually with these large plant monsters, I'll use my shotgun and hit a single time. The shotgun deals 5 points of damage when you're really up close to it, which is really nice. It takes away almost all of those big plant monster guys' health. Okay. There you go. So those plant monsters deal 2 damage when they attack, and I unluckily did not see that one coming. So instead of going back to that arena, let me go over to this arena, which is actually the hardest one. It took me a very long time to be able to beat it, which really frustrated me, because this one has the most amount of enemies that deal 2 points of damage. So you see this guy right here, his rocket launcher actually deals 2 points of damage. I killed one of the regular minions, so you didn't really see anything from that. That guy doesn't, but there's a large guy with a machine gun, then a really tall guy, and then a robot. And the robot has 2 different attacks, so I can... Oh, there's the machine gun guy. I'll have to dispatch him quickly. So, there you go, now he's shooting his machine gun. So I do a... I didn't show you... Okay, so what I did there was I used my shotgun, I got up real close, used my shotgun to take about half its health away, kill dashed to the other side of him so his machine gun couldn't hit me. And then I have a sword strike, which... I have a sword strike that deals a couple points of damage. Let's see if I can... Oh, there we go. Come on. Okay, a sword strike that does like 3 points of damage whenever I hit with it. And that will take out the machine gun. So we just saw the robot and 2 of the rocket launcher guys. I can't actually believe that I was able to kill the rocket launcher guys without dying. I was wondering if I was... There's the minion guy. He has 3 hits. Yeah, the rocket launcher guys are normally the ones that kill me because I can typically take out a couple of the machine gun guys at a time, but I'll forget the rocket launcher guys because they have heat-seeking missiles. So here we go. Oh shoot. Dang it. Okay, well, I wasn't paying close enough attention. I was talking too much. Okay, so that's that area. Then let's go to this area. I like this area. It's actually the easiest one because most of the enemies in this one, although there's a few one-hit KOs in this one, they're generally slow. So those guys, they shoot 3 times before they move. They move pretty quick, but because they shoot slowly, it's easy to get them on the backside. So that guy also moves really slow, so I can just kind of lumber about and do a similar trick that I used with the machine gun guys. There we go, and shotgun them, and then do my charge up sword attack, sort of like Legend of Zelda, when you have all your hearts and everything. There we go. There's those dogs. Those dogs are probably the only real concern in this one. So, and you also saw that was a samurai, and that samurai moves really slowly. Now, I call them samurai and I call them ninjas and stuff like that. They're really kind of monster-like. You don't ever really see any of their faces, but in this one in particular, I think a lot of them actually look like dogs, as opposed to the first level that I showed you. They were all kind of frog-like or plant-like. The second arena that I showed you that I died really quickly on, that one, they're more like goblins almost. And then the fourth one that we haven't seen yet, those will have bird-like ones, so... There we go. And now, since I've... There we go. And now I just have this one crystal guy, so you can see I'm like having a much easier time with this one. I haven't had a heal yet. Oh, well, maybe I have. I don't remember now, but lots of bodies littering the floor. Now this one may be an easier one to use my bomb on. You can see there, because there's a lot more space to use that bomb with. There we go. Oh, crap. Let me switch to the long distance gun. That will allow me to get some of these. Here we go. Now I'll switch back to the shotgun so I can take out these guys a little bit easier. And now I'm charged up again, and I can keep using my shotgun without fear of running out of ammo. There we go. Okay. Now we're into the harder rounds, where I'll start to get a whole lot more enemies than I'm normally capable of dealing with. There we go. I almost didn't make that one. If I get too close to those crystal guys, then they can actually kill me, and when I attack those crystals will end up dealing 2 damage. So, when they're far away, when the crystals are far away, they only do 1 damage, but up close, it's 2. There we go. It looks like this round I'm doing a whole lot better than the other ones, but like I said, this one is the easier one of them. Let's see. So, more of the... Usually, I'm used to like 3 or 4 dogs attacking me at once, so... I'm not sure, let's see. There we go. Haha. One other advantage that I have is that sometimes when I'm dashing, I'll actually be protected from a laser blast. There we go. Let's switch back to the shotgun, and now we're back down to one last guy. I'll normally leave at least one of these guys for last because they're so slow that it's easy to dodge. And I can take them out really quickly as long as I have shotgun ammo. Here we go. Those crystal guys can get really annoying though. If they hit me, if they deal damage to me, they'll actually freeze me, which typically means I'll end up dying. So I know I just have to stay ahead of them a little bit, and I'll be okay. Those... You can see those crystal guys are trying to, man. Oh, I'm almost out of ammo. Okay. I'd like to use the bomb that I have right now, but if I use that bomb, then I'm going to end up without any for the next round. So I'm going to have to take a couple of There we go. Ah, haha. Okay, now we're in a much better position. I don't have any amount of, oh man, I don't have any healing items, so I have to do this last round, hopefully without dying. And then you can see me beat around. All 10 rounds anyway for this one. Let's see. There we go, that kills off that guy. Come on. The crystal guys have a weird pattern in that they try to circle around you. So normally you just have to you have to walk in a specific way. There we go. Maybe I can. Ah, that's going to help a heck of a lot. I think I'm going to actually get past this round. Because I will be able to... I can't take any damage, but there we go. See, I got past the last round. Okay, so now it just keeps going until you die. So now I can just kind of just see if I can actually survive another one of these rounds. The advantage of using the ray gun instead of the shotgun in this case is that while it only deals 2 points of damage, it actually deals multiple points of damage through enemies, so I can shoot effectively across the screen. Did I? Okay. Whoop. There we go. I may actually get past this round as well. Oh wow, that was really close. I'm actually going to not use my shotgun in this case because I want to charge up my gun. If I use my gun right there, then I won't have any ammo for this round, which would mean I'd probably die because I'd need to kill off the dogs as quickly as possible, which can be troublesome in some cases. So let's see. There we go. See, it came right off the screen and I didn't even see it before it was too late anyway. Those dogs can really deal some damage. Okay, so one last round and then we'll be done. This is the final one. So this one has the birds as opposed to, like I said, the dogs and stuff like that. I don't know how well I'll do on this one. Sometimes I get really lucky and sometimes I just do really poorly. It's mostly because of these guys. It's really hard to get close to them. Because they have two different types of attacks. They have a heat-seeking, almost laser gun type thing, which you saw that one doing, but if I get too close without killing them, then they have an attack that deals 2 damage, which means death for me. So I can either be too far away, and I can, you know, getting too close means that I'll die too. Let's see. There we go. And you can kind of tell all these birds, so let's see if I can get him to let me get close enough. There. Oh, now I feel better. Okay, so now I can go ahead and die at any point. I made it 2 rounds, so that's all that really matters. There we go. Oh, I missed him. Ha! Okay. Sometimes I'll use the ray gun in this one, but normally the shotgun's the best because it can kill off the birds in one hit. I mean those bigger birds like this, which saves me a lot of effort to... there we go. Because those guys take 5 hits of damage, and like I said, I can't get too close to them, which means that I can't typically use my sword to charge it up to get more attacks. I just kind of have to hope that I'm... There we go. So I'm pausing here for a second because my meter for doing my dash is a little low. So I'm waiting for it to recharge so that I can actually use dash better. There. Because I had to get up really close, like I said. This particular level in the game, in the actual game, so this, like I said, this is just an arena, so this isn't, you know, in a sense, the real game. This was a very interesting part of the game because you're sort of climbing a mountain, and the boss for it, the boss for it is actually two of the birds standing up on top of each other. Ha, there we go. Okay. So when you kill them, one of the birds falls off the top of the other bird, and so it's kind of comical that way. It's just, you know, like it's all a facade. So these birds are basically pretending that they are magical, even though, you know, like if you went back into their analogs, that it's very obvious that they're not. See, there I reflected one of their shots back, but it's interesting in that regard because it's like each of these societies don't understand that they're kind of in an apocalypse, that all their society is kind of destroyed, and they won't acknowledge it. So in this particular one, they've avoided it by pretending that they are... There you go, you finally saw him use his other attack. Now I'm out of health items, so I'm probably going to lose this round. It just gets too troublesome to try to keep track of everything in this. Oh, there we go. I took a chance to try to kill that guy and still be able to reflect that attack, but it didn't end up working. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching. I continually come back to this game because, like I said, it's really fun to try to beat all of these really, honestly, really difficult levels. And the challenge of it interests me a whole lot. So, you know, try the game out yourself and see if you like it. I think some of you will. In any case, I will see you next time.